And we're back for level 3, which is probably my least favorite video. This video, I believe it's, what is it, 12 minutes long? Which exceeded YouTube's limit, so there's a full version, and then for YouTube there's a cut-up version that's slightly different. So many things to talk about. First off, alright, let's get right to the nitty-gritty. The music. This was the first time that I used a song that I didn't make and was not provided by my video editor. This was called, this was a song by Zero Bass, who I'm a big fan of his work on Newgrounds. He's a really good music person. I wish he would do more stuff, but the thing is, I decided that after a few criticisms by you know who you are about the music, I was like, alright, I'll use Creative Commons songs, because I was like, I'll never make money at any point. So, in Creative Commons, all you have to do is give credit. So, the song's called Heaven's Rave, and I just added in because it was long enough, I think. As for the stage itself, there's a few things mentioned. First off, I do pass this obstacle on my second try right here. The idea was originally is that you had to reach... Oh, God, Michael! Seriously! Stop it! I apologize. The only reason I don't want to make excuses, but the only reason I even failed that is because they kept making jokes that had me laughing a lot. And I was supposed to pass... I did pass it on my second try, but for a reason, I decided to change the continuity a little bit to make it that you can move on anyway. I'll explain that a little bit. But for those of you who don't know, this stage was not supposed to be the final stage. It was supposed to be a fourth stage. There was a few things that actually prevented us from doing it. By the time we got to recording the final stage that day, level, I guess I should say, it got too dark and we couldn't record it. And when we did try, for some reason, my camera didn't actually record. Yeah, and we tried rescheduling and it just couldn't happen by the time we had to go back to college, or should I say I had to go back to college. So yeah, it was unfortunate. So I made this the final level, and it had no timer. Kind of like the Sasuke third stage, which, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I only did this once. Dan! Seriously. And the thing is, I did editing... I made a mistake in that I edited to match the length... I edited the video to match the length of the song, so that each segment was, was based on the song, so when the music ended, the stage would end. This caused a few problems. You see, with this video, I was really rushing to meet a deadline because I got tired of working with the videos. So I accidentally included a portion where, well, unfortunately it's come up. You might want to shield your eyes with this. Oh God, why? Why, Michael? Why? Oh, God. You see, I originally edited that out, but because I was trying to have the video match the song, I accidentally put it back in and without checking, and I apologize profusely for that. But yeah, this was based off of, this was a watered down version of what I would do, and yeah, I had a huge advantage in. This obstacle is a lot harder for me than, say, Dan, the guy in the blue, because I'm a lot shorter than he is. I have to put a legitimate effort to reach to the other side of those rings. But for him, it was really easy. And yes, I had purple shoelaces. God. Well, another thing that's worth mentioning is that this was completely by accident, but the shirt that I'm wearing in the video as the video game character and the shirt that I'm wearing as a game player is exactly the same, which ironically is also the shirt I'm currently wearing now, and is also the shirt that I was wearing when we recorded Mercury Laboratories Test 2. none of this was planned. It just so happens I wore the shirt at the same time, so it's kind of weird. It's like they're playing with the video game character, but he's in it. I doubt anyone actually ever noticed that until I brought it up. But yeah, these obstacles were kind of watered down a little bit, I must admit. I should have kept them harder. This obstacle was a lot harder because of where you had to go after you got to the bottom. I didn't want to make it too hard, that was the thing. I'm trying to think now. Crap, I'm running out of time. So many things I could... oh, I know. If I ever do another Playground Revenge, currently there's no plan. There could be, though. Because I have plans drawn out for another Playground Revenge that's a lot better, in my opinion, overall. I would like to call it Playground Revenge Turbo, and I like to have the music be like a mix of old school and new school music, like 8-bit music and music that would hear like for like Street Fighter 4 or something, stuff like that. If possible, all original, because that'd be really cool. This is the part that I was telling you about. Let's just say the way that he eventually passed this obstacle, it would have been really bad. Maybe I'll reveal it sometime in a bonus video. But, yeah. Oh, God. Before I forget, I know I have some time left in the video still, but I just want to thank everyone who helped make this video, everyone who ran the course, and all the guys who did the gaming scenes with me. It was very nice of you to help me out with that. I don't generally like the video that much, but it was still pretty good overall. And yeah, he touched ground, that's why it's failure, but because it's so close, you don't actually see it at all. And so, Dan. Yeah, he just dominated, because, well, easily he's the most athletic person of everyone who ran the course. But, I do eventually plan on releasing a video explaining what the final level was going to be. I just haven't recorded it yet. I'll get to it eventually. By summer, the latest. When I'm home and have time. But this, I guess, so many things kind of just went wrong with this, and that's why I really don't like it that much. But you know, I mean, it was a video I made, and I did the best with what was given to me. And I guess, while not perfect, like, people kind of enjoy it. It worked out to some extent in the end, so yeah, that's kind of cool. If there was anything that I could change, it would definitely be the cinematography. I think there was way too many camera shots that were too close, especially to below the waist areas, Michael. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's all right. I definitely think it helped me. It helped me improve as an editor. Oh yes, and this obstacle. For those of you who don't know Chris Ketchum, he was a good guy. He actually asked if I got this from him. I told him no, but after thinking about it, I kind of realized yes and no is the real answer. I did see his videos of, I think it was still Junior Sasuke at the time. It could have been Conan Supreto at that later on, but basically he did this in one of his stage 3 obstacles, and I saw it, but because there was such a huge gap between that, I kind of forgot about it. I actually ripped it off from a different video of guys doing something just like that, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea, I should do that. I completely forgot that Chris did it too until he mentioned it. So, Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta, Chris. But yeah, since we couldn't give the final level, properly, I think the main reason I wanted to do the score was to gauge of like who did the best, because Dan really deserved to get like some sort of, I guess, acknowledgement for being the best, because he really was. He's a good guy too. If I ever got the opportunity to do this again, absolutely, I'd be willing to do it again. It's not easy getting, especially as we get older and we have lives with less free time, to get everyone together and to do something like this. But hey, I got the plans ready. I got stuff ready for it. If the opportunity ever comes, I'll be more than happy to do it, because it'd be a lot of fun. I think we were just fortunate on this day to do it on a day where there wasn't like some random kids playing on it. We had the playground to ourselves the entire day because no one else showed up. Oh yeah, this was shot in January in New York. It's cold in January on New York, so we were fortunate that this was a relatively mild day compared to most winters. But you know what? It's like I don't like it, but at the same time, it's cool. I acknowledge its existence. That's why I haven't like gotten rid of it or something. But yeah, once again, just thank you everyone who helped me out with this one. It was much more ambitious than other things that I did, and this was just, I don't know. I guess the way how it just fizzles out, I think in the end with this scene, I think just represents Playground Revenge as a whole. It had potential, but it just kind of goes eh. But oh well. You know what? I still watch it occasionally. It was a lot of fun to do. Bitch to edit though.